And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
Those
those
guys.
guys. What's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. And this is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of. So I hope the weather is better where you are than where I'm at now. We've been having rain for the last couple of days, and eventually the Ark will be able to sail. No, it's been coming down out here, and
Yep.
it's been a no-fly out here for the longest, it seems. So how you doing, Lawrence? How you doing? But if the weather's good where you guys are, please let us know if you've been able to get out and fly, and how's the weather where you are.
This is true. That's true. Warren says rainy and windy. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's rainy and windy here too,
Yeah,
Warren.
same thing, yeah.
But I did sneak out one day this week.
Sneak
So,
out. What you
well,
went
I
out?
call it sneaking out in between the
Like
rain.
2 o'clock in the morning?
No, it's like sneaking out in between the rain.
I thought you snuck out before anybody woke up.
No, no, no. I don't have to hide from anyone. I don't have to hide from any. Hold on a second.
I mean, if you, I mean, sometimes it's good to get up early in the morning.
Hey, talk about morning. It's morning time in Australia. Good morning,
Good
feet on the
morning.
ground. What's up, Rob and Sue from Australia?
Good morning, Australia.
You know, it's kind of cool to have this time slot because it's morning here,
Mhm.
it's evening in
No,
New
it's
York
not
on the
morning
East
here.
Coast, and it's early lunch on early
No, no,
afternoon on the
no, no,
West
no.
Coast.
Hold on. It's not morning here. It's
No,
morning.
morning in Australia.
It's
It's
Australia.
morning in Australia now, where
Yeah.
Rob is.
And
We
then
catch
now,
the
now, when I was in London, if I'm correct, the time when I remember was 5 hours ahead of New York time.
Mhm.
So
Right. So we catch,
that's
all right,
tough.
Australia, we catch the morning show. We're a morning show in Australia. In London, we're a late evening show.
You're the late show.
And right, the late show. And in on the East Coast, we're an evening show. And on the West Coast, we're an early afternoon show, along with Hawaii, because Sky Control comes in from Hawaii.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's pretty good time slot. But I'm doing good. What's going on with you? What's happening in your world on your
Well,
side of the planet?
we got to we got to I mean, if there's anybody in the chat that's under the age of I say 20, then you might not be able to handle this. But we got to witness or them topping off a building over and that's that over at Fort Greene, and raising of the flag on the top of the building. So we got to capture that. So that was a fun day.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. We got to watch them finish off the building. That was interesting.
See, like I said, the, those statements wouldn't be able to be handled by young kids.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is true. This is true. I can't even play the disclaimer until I get this stream deck back up and running. I'm trying to pull something up because as you mentioned, the topping off of the roof, I had that video queued, but for some
But you
reason,
know what? No, save it. You could play it later.
yeah, no, no, for some reason it was queued up and now I have to pull it back up again.
Oh, okay. But
So
who is who is in the chat there, Lawrence?
who's in the chat there? Give me a
You
second and jumping
see the
back. Okay.
what
All
happened?
right.
We had
Warren's Warren's in the chat. Akrasho, hey, Waypoint New England, SJM, Drones Media. You have Feet on the Ground, Rob and Sue from Australia,
don't forget
Barkley, 107 Drones, John Olson,
Don't forget to get
SJ,
that
did I
novice
say
quads guy.
SJM? Huh?
No, don't forget that novice quads guy. See, he just typed something in the chat. And
Oh, oh
yeah,
yeah.
get SJM. Don't forget SJM.
Yes, SJM drones. Russell Glurham's here. He doesn't type much, but I know he listens to the live stream, and when he can't, he watches it afterwards. Jody, drone shots. And I'm guessing that's about it for now. As
Well,
people,
you forgot.
this is
Cody.
Cody's here, DroneAdair.
Yeah,
What's up? How are you?
How you doing?
Those of you who don't know him, go to his page right now, subscribe to the channel, add him. We'll actually be showing that video from their page, but he's scheduled to come on the live stream in about 55 minutes, something like that, in
Yeah,
an hour or
yeah, he'll
so.
be on here with us later, and he's
So you
going to
guys
talk
get to
to us.
come hang out and meet the CEO slash owner of DroneAdair, and we're going
Well,
to get into that a little later.
He's the CEO and founder of DroneAdair.
Oh, sorry.
He's gonna be here to talk to us about DroneAdair, everything what it's all about, and how it can benefit some of you guys that are in the drone community that may be interested. So
Yeah, you might learn.
stay tuned.
Joshua Bardwell says you might learn something today.
Well,
We shall see.
You can learn something every day.
This is true. I try to. I do try
Learn
to.
something every day.
But if it's nice and you got a
What's going
chance to
on,
fly,
Barkley?
huh?
What does Barkley say?
Oh, I
Okay,
wasn't.
all right.
Oh, he says 107. If you really want to capture something, be in the air on April 13th. Google it. Oh
Well,
no, here we go.
there we go. Barkley's Googling.
And Rob from Australia says, it's winter here in a few months, so
Uh-oh.
I gotta go to our biggest river. He goes away camping and stuff just before the weather changes.
Okay.
His summer is now transitioning in Australia over to winter as we transition from winter into summer.
Well, have fun.
Yeah, so it's turning to fall now.
Have fun. Um, I do a little camping every now and then, once a year.
I do zero camping. I'll admit it. I have no
I got
problem.
a whole storage closet full of camping gear and all kind of tents and things and of that nature.
Yeah, I know you and your family, you're going every year.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, every year you're going, which is good. It's family time is good. Anyway, add you subscribe to DroneAdair.
Mhm.
Cody's gonna be on later on within the hour, more closer to an hour.
Well,
And what we got to talk
at
about?
about 6 o'clock. But
Right.
you're one of those guys that you hold it dear to your heart about the whole how could I say it? Advanced air mobility and these places that these planes or helicopters or
Air taxis,
jets or air
etc.
taxis, whatever you want to call them, cargo drones, and they're gonna have to land somewhere, right? So what I'm understanding now is Skyport infrastructure is supposedly working on the first one built in
Hey, Stefan.
the UK, which if I'm not mistaken, I thought that they did have one over there already that was supposedly being used as a
We did a story on that.
yeah, for educational purposes to educate the public on what this vertiport was supposed to be. But whatever. So I guess now they're going to build it. I guess whatever.
Share.
So this is supposedly the first vertiport that is built in the UK, and it's supposed to be what is it, 65 or 6.5 miles or whatever. I believe something like that. Well, 65 miles or northwest of London.
Yes.
So that's the where they're supposed
This
to.
is the layout here.
Where
This is
it's
the whole
supposed
layout and testing area. They're going to have a runway, makeshift
Whoopee.
runway, etc.,
Yeah,
along with hotels.
yeah. So hotels, huh?
Well, the deal is
Why do
they
they always got to put a hotel somewhere?
next to an airport. Anything that moves, they have hotels. If it's a train, there's a hotel there.
They
If it's
always
a
want to
plane, they have a
put
hotel there.
a hotel. You ever had a hotel next to the airport?
Thank God, no.
Holy shit!
But I have lived within a 2 mile radius of JFK International
The
Airport.
hell with your 2 mile radius.
You're saying across the street.
When I was in Miami,
Oh, let me take this down.
when I was in Miami, my airport, well, shit,
Hey,
my
Jim,
hotel, my hotel
right? You told me it was across the street from the
was
airport.
right across the street from that back wall of the hotel where the runways are. I'm watching planes take off. I'm watching planes land. I'm watching planes take off. I'm watching planes land. I'm like, yo, this is all night. You seeing the flashing lights. You got to close all the shades because
They
if
didn't have
not,
blackout curtains or something?
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Okay.
you can close that. They don't have noise out curtains and noise out walls and noise
Yeah.
out windows that would to hear these things.
Wow. I could imagine. And I'm a light sleeper too, so I would have heard every plane. Like I said, I grew up within a 2 mile radius of JFK
You
Airport
don't hear them during the day when everything is,
because everything is noisy.
but when it's quiet, you hear them.
Well, no, I have never experienced it, but like I said, the 2 mile radius of hearing planes come every 2 minutes. After a while, you don't hear it. But you were like right across the street from a runway.
Right? FedEx building right there.
Wow.
If I went outside and crossed the street, I swear I could hit it with a rock.
Wow. Definitely no drone flying there. But
Well,
anyway,
actually, you know what?
I wait. I can't play the disclaimer. I have the disclaimer here, but I have to turn it up really loud in order to hear this. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Okay, go for it.
It didn't say I couldn't fly.
Okay, I'm just wondering. On
No, it didn't say I couldn't fly.
okay,
If you notice, planes don't fly in the airport.
no, they don't.
They
They
fly
don't.
out of the airport.
Yes. Technical.
Yeah, they don't
Tech.
fly in the airport.
Here's what Barkley's saying real quick to interject.
Yeah.
On April, that thing he said about April 13th in
Mhm.
2029,
Mhm.
an asteroid, he has the name, will narrowly miss the Earth by flying in between our planets and the
Mhm.
satellites in space. Get the
Okay.
out. Well, if anything flew that close to our Earth, we would probably pull it into our orbit and it would hit us. But
Really?
how
You
far
think
out are
so?
our satellites?
I don't think so.
Supposedly, we have a few leaving the Milky Way. What
Uh,
last year did?
the Milky Way.
Not the Milky Way, our solar system. I'm sorry, they left our solar
Yeah.
system
They don't
to
have
go out
candy
into the
bars up
Milky
there, bro.
Way. Huh?
There's no candy bars up there.
Shit. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. We appreciate you guys coming in, as we always do. Don't forget to click that like button. Um, if you haven't typed in the chat and you're lurking, we appreciate you lurkers as well,
Well,
because you guys keep coming back.
ooh,
The
well,
lurkers.
oh,
I
well,
don't know what the real-time numbers are. Give me a second.
they'll be all right. But check this out. What I wanted to tell you was that Red Cat, right? And they've teamed up with Primordial. Supposedly they're working on integrating voice command into the teal drone.
Yeah.
So they tell it to sit, stop, come, heel.
Well, well, go ahead. Go ahead,
No,
finish.
I'm good. Yeah, say what you're gonna say.
Well, what I wanted to say was, first of all, if you're not familiar with Teal Drones, they are one of the first drone companies out there. And I'm looking to pull up a video like super
Are
quick
they
while I'm talking. But they were one of the first companies out there to use swarm technology.
really?
Yes.
Well, they had to have something to hang their hat on
But now that they have this,
because
they've
that
been talking about this voice, AI voice thing. Hmm.
what I like about their drone, right, is that I believe it's what is it, 3D printed?
Yes, the entire drone is 3D printed, which makes it ultralight.
That's
Hold on.
what it looks like.
I have a video here. I'm trying to pull up um some of their video without
Mhm.
some of the talking. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh no, I'm not. I
I'll
have
play it.
nothing.
I'll play it. I'll
I
play
really
it in a
have nothing more to say to it. I mean, that's one of the drones that was on the original guys on the blue SUAS list.
I cannot find. Yeah, here's the swarm technology. And if you're not familiar with swarm technology, what it is, one person can
Swarming?
control multiple drones,
Uh-huh.
up to two or more drones. And Teal, we did a story on a Teledyne company a while back, and they introduced their swarming ecosystem. So
Hmm.
now, if you have low signal in an area, let me stop this right here. If you have low signal in an area, what you can do is you can send a drone up, which will get satellite, and use that as a relay to other drones, which I
Yeah,
thought was kind of interesting.
yeah.
And you can also
That's red,
autonomously, huh?
that's Red Cat.
Yeah, yeah. But now they're introducing AI for voice so that you can now
Yeah.
talk to the drones.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Our satellites are 1/12 the distance to the moon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He
Okay.
says our Earth's gravitational pull will change the trajectory. After that, it returns in 2036, and we don't know. Well,
Uh-huh.
hopefully in 2026, we'll
So
have
you're saying it's going to change the Earth's gravity when this thing after this thing?
no, the Earth's gravity will change its trajectory.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say some people might get their heads ripped off.
Hey, Gary, what's up, man? How are you?
Things might start feeling a little heavy on your shoulders.
Yeah, right? Or lighter.
Yeah.
The people that couldn't jump all of a sudden have bounce. Hey, not a bad thing. It wouldn't be bad. As long as it misses the earth, we're cool.
Shit. 36, when it comes back, it changes everything again. And after everything went from being like, to now,
Oh, right.
it's just what's going to happen then.
Back to no jump.
Yeah.
Birds start walking.
You're a fool.
I'm just saying. I'm
Is
just
that
saying.
Gary? What's up, Gary?
Yeah, what's going on, Gary? Gary, I'd like to say this winter, you guys up in Canada did a great job keeping
Keeping
that
that up
snow
there?
up there, that snow and that weather up there, because we're already into spring down here in the States. So,
Really?
hey, what's up, East Coast Thrills? How are you, man? Hope all is well. Don't forget to click that like button until
Uh-huh.
it's only 5:19. It's still early, man.
You running? I don't know.
No,
It's
I'm just
raining hard out there, boy.
it's
Wow.
you know what? Well, they did say the weekend
It's
was going.
coming down. It's raining cats and dogs.
Okay, well, as long as we're in here.
I always wondered what the hell he meant by that. Like, if it's raining cats and dogs, wouldn't it be like a messy street or something out there?
Yeah, right. I don't hear anything hitting the ground going meow and wolfing and barking. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Anyway, for those of you who don't aren't familiar with teal, right
Mhm.
here in the chat, you can
Well, you
click
like
that
that
link
drone, huh?
and save it and watch it later.
Well, I understand you like that teal drone. So I'm
I
gonna get
do. I do. I do. Because Teal and Brink, they use swarm technology. Brink just introduced their swarm technology, but Teal was one of the first to do it.
Right.
So I want to see what everyone, when something new comes
Well,
out, everyone copies it and
you
makes it
know,
better.
you, you know what? It's funny you say that. What happens when your favorite drone company puts that in their drones? That's it. They're making military weapons.
Yeah, right. Stop. DJI. Speaking about military weapons,
They'll put it.
DJI.
Well, I mean, you have your enterprise edition.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody could use it.
Gary says it's been
What are they using it for?
short
What
sleeve weather in Canada.
No,
Good.
that's it, Gary. Stop it. Stop it, Gary. No, it hasn't. What it is that you have been extremely warm for whatever reason it may be, but it has not been t-shirt weather. Okay?
Well, t-shirt weather for them, I don't know. Maybe
Well, yeah, yeah.
30,
Then again, you could
30,
be right. I'm sorry, Gary.
30 degrees.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And it's funny, because we do this stuff on the fly, but I'm looking at Canada's moisture, looking at Canada's weather right here, and
Uh,
it might have warmed up a little bit there.
Did it?
According to this,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's not too bad. All the moisture is here on the East Coast where we are.
How moist is it?
All of this weather's here, but see this blue, Gary? See, he's lying to us. That's snow right here.
Yeah,
All of this blue is snow.
but that ain't the part of Canada that he in.
Yeah, true. This is true. But anyway, keep that cold up there, Gary, please. We appreciate you. You Canadians.
He's not in
Us,
that.
that's all the best. Oh, he said they hit 70 degrees Fahrenheit on Monday. Damn. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Big
When?
Big Matt, what's good, man? How are you?
Big Matt, what's up? What's going on? You know what I wanted to talk to you about, Lawrence, because I know everybody knows now because it happened yesterday. But
Right.
let me give you a little backstory before we get into it. Well, you know what? Forget about it. I'll tell you about that later. But
Okay.
yesterday, brand new DJI store opened up in Manhattan, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at what is it, 685 Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, in New York.
Mm-hmm.
What is it here? Yeah. That's like they're like four blocks across and one over from where they were before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
That store was vandalized during the pandemic when everything was shut down. And the guy and everybody broke in and stole all of the display models.
Yeah, but look how narrow this store is, bro. It's a good sized
Um,
store, but it's just narrow.
well,
There's a
you
few
gotta
people in there.
you gotta keep in mind the location.
Yes, location, space, and square footage in
Um,
Manhattan is
yes,
crazy.
yeah. Even the spot that they were in before.
And shout out to Audley because he's a drone pilot from here in NYC. We
Yeah,
know him
shout out to
personally,
Buckley.
and he happens to work here.
Buckley.
So I think there's a clip with him in there. I don't know, but
Yeah, I think.
yeah, there he is right there, clapping his hands on the right hand side. That was him real quick. There he is again. But they're in there, they're selling drones, they're showing people that they're making money.
And Eddie Nunez had a early edition on the store. He got to get in the store before the actual opening of the store.
Okay. So hopefully we'll see some footage. I know they recorded something. The guys don't go nowhere without their cameras and mics. So let's see what's up. But that's it. New DJI store open here in New York City, Manhattan. Now keep in mind,
You
in
know
order to
what?
fly that drone, you're going to have to apply 30 days in advance and pay $150 to To
apply
ask permission, can you
ap-
fly?
apply for flight permission before you go down and purchase the drone.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is go down there and put one on hold until you be back in 30 days when you get permission to fly it. That
Maybe.
way, 30 days you can get the serial number and everything off it. So that way you can register it and everything that you got to do. That is ridiculous.
SJM says DJI has plenty of his money. They have a good amount of mine too.
But you know what? That's where this guy came from.
Who? Oh yeah. From the Manhattan store. Yes. That was the V2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And real quick,
And they sent me over the parameters to pick it up. But
I remember is
this one
we were on
came
the
from
phone.
this one came from the parameter store in the
Okay, but I remember when you were on the phone, you was like, "Yo, I went to the store. They said they got two in Jersey. I'm on my way to Jersey." And I was like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm on the highway now." Jeff Norman, what's
oh
good,
yeah.
man? How are you? Hope all is well.
You know
Really?
how many times they sold out?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're talking in the Phantom days. How are you, Jeff Norman? Hope married life is treating you well.
Who? Jeff?
Jeff Norman, he just got married. Poor
Oh yeah,
guy.
that's right. That's right.
I'm sorry for those of you who are married out there.
Stop
I'm
it.
impartial.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. I was
Stop
married
it.
once too. I'm just impartial now. I think differently now. I've been scarred.
Not no,
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 no.
that's not what they call it these days.
What do they call it?
Whoa.
Huh? Woke? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Go figure. Good jokes. But anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. 527 on the East Coast. Um, Jeff Norman finally got a chance to fly the steel stacks in
Okay.
Bethlehem,
Yeah, I
Pennsylvania.
saw that.
I saw some good pictures from that. And a lot of guys have been putting out great pictures.
You
And
know what, Lawrence?
yeah,
I gotta get back to the massage place because I think I might have to get that done weekly because that knot just keeps coming back. You know what I think it is?
uh,
This table.
it's too low.
No, I think the table's too high.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a possibility.
Yeah. All right.
That is a very
We'll
strong
figure it
possibility.
out. Yeah. But what I wanted to talk to you about, is, a lot of guys have been in recent time. I've noticed is talking about a lot of mapping and stuff like that. I remember when everybody wanted to basically it's been a big topic, and it's funny because DroneDeploy did a survey that had revealed rapid growth in what do they call it in this reality capture technology. uh
Right.
you know they have they found some real optimistic,
What do you mean?
really, some of the numbers that they've come up with, that they found were really optimistic. They, according to them, and when you check out the numbers, because as we all know that being able to produce quality maps and stuff like that for construction and infrastructure, even agriculture, believe it or not, when we've done many stories on that. So the need for this type of software is necessary, and to have good quality software. So they've done like a survey, like I said, amongst these companies that
They
are
did.
that,
Yeah.
that are using and are not using it, and
Right.
with this real, as far as reality capture and photogrammetry software, you know, so basically, you know, they found that across, what is it, 1,447 respondents, right, to this
Yeah,
across 119 countries.
right.
Well, that's what the survey, I guess, took
But you
place,
know
right?
what that 1,447 number is, right? Respondents.
Yeah, as people who actually responded on the to the on the actual survey of
That
it.
actually, yeah, that use their software or someone else's software. Right,
Right.
correct.
Within so basically what they have found, right? The
Mm-hmm.
survey revealed that uh why does this thing keep coming up on my damn computer? I have this like thing that just keeps plaguing my computer. I don't know what that is, and it disturbs me every time. But yeah. Yeah, they revealed that 60% of enterprise businesses are already using reality capture hardware and software, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as, I guess that'd be your drones, your cameras and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
that are ideal for such uh stuff. So what you're looking at, with at least what 33% or more is more than likely to basically that's just saying that that's above their competitors or smaller companies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to 33% of their smaller percent of their smaller company competitors. So when you look at that, you're saying that both smaller guys and the larger companies, because their numbers also get into showing that amongst what is it, the architecture, engineering, and construction, right?
Mm-hmm.
The numbers raised to about 70% total an adoption of some type of reality capture software.
Right. And we've done stories over about low cost ones, DroneDeploy, Pix 4D, all of these
Mhm.
reality capture softwares out there for mapping, etc. There are lots of companies. There are companies for everybody's budget, but
No,
DroneDeploy is in the
mhm.
top three of mapping software. And then, like you said, I think they're in said they control 60 to 70% of the market out there or something close to that. That's not bad.
Well, no, I'm saying that's of the companies that's using the type of software, that type of
Right,
software, because
right. That
you
says a
know,
whole lot.
well,
Industry
I don't know
standard.
if it's actually using their software, but it was a survey that was taken.
Right.
Folks, you know, industry, but saying that, but is saying that in construction and the engineering and agriculture or architecture, or architecture,
That's right,
those
Matt. Phantom
numbers
Pro.
raise those numbers raise to 75%. When you have 21% of those companies that are not using a plan to adopt this type of software. So, with that being said, you have now with companies or businesses, I should say, with
Mhm.
over 10,000 employees, right? Here's where to get, because the numbers now come up to like 80%
Okay.
of the usage of this reality captures software. So you start getting into saying the bigger guys, from what this thing is showing, are doing some of the larger work, the larger scale work. So they're using more of these platforms. Some of the smaller guys that have this work are using these platforms. There are guys that are on the edge of well, I'll go further, because they're saying that um with businesses, right? You're saying that of 10,000 or more. Right.
Mhm. Yeah,
You got 80% are using this reality capture software.
right.
Businesses that are not using reality capture software, right,
Hmm.
concerned about the cost.
Yeah, you
You
should be.
understand? They're concerned about the cost. You're talking about 39%. And I would imagine that those are some of the smaller competitors on the community company that are not using the software because within that survey reveals that of those those companies that are using that was like 96% of these companies that have adopted it are seeing a return on their investment. And I think that is one of the things that these companies that are not using the software are concerned about, because that was what they were concerned about, was cost. That was major concern, was cost.
Okay.
You know,
Well, that seems to be everyone's some parts. Hold on. That seems to be everyone's issue. I mean, it
mhm.
costs a good little bit of change to actually run DroneDeploy software, but they do everything for you. They even set it up so that your clients, all they have to do is go through a browser to look at certain, maps, etc.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of companies, like we played around with Skybrowse and a few other companies out there that
Well,
are
I
lower
think that
end.
DroneDeploy and you know, I think that I mean, I actually like, believe it or not, the DJI um
Terra.
not the well, yeah, basically, because it just knows their drones.
Right,
And
right.
everything is just it's just there. It's easy, like where certain things you don't have to tell the other, but it's you know whatever.
It's here and there.
Yeah, and
Um,
and with you not being a Apple guy, and
oh no, 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 no. Strictly PC.
I'm
For
saying the for the
for the app, DroneDeploy.
yeah, for capture on the in the field.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't everything I do is PC, Android based, so I don't have to
Yeah,
worry
I
about
know.
all of that.
I
So I
know.
can so I can use anything.
Well, I don't know. 29%, of these companies, like I said, are they look like they're getting a 25% back on their investment. So I don't know. I think that these companies are doing pretty good with the software. But if you know anybody that's using the software, I'm quite sure that it's paying for itself.
Oh yes, yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying to you?
What's
Trust
up, Maddie?
trust me, it's paying for itself.
You know what it is? It
Hmm.
it more than pays for itself. All you need is that first job. That
Hmm.
first job to get you started, and you'll see how you'll see the money come back to you.
Hmm.
Definitely. Especially if you do good work, because that's what it's all about.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because they're not, as far as the return on their investments, they're not sure if it's due to I guess project visibility, or what the reasons for it is, the reduced costs that
Hey, what's up, Corey?
some of the prices
What's
have
going
come
on?
down on these things. They've come up with many different packages of different things to suit different people.
Well, they have a multitude of packages, that's for sure. So if you can't
So
get the whole thing, they do sell it in different parts and, like you said, packages, which is a plus with something as big as DroneDeploy. So if you may not need to do a full mosaic 3D map. You know what I'm saying? You may just need progression photos. Who knows? I couldn't tell you.
Well, the thing is, with this, one of the other things that they're not sure of was the reason for it was that the fact that there's better communication amongst their teams and stuff with some of the software and way it works. So
Right.
Understand how the communication amongst the team and amongst their stakeholders. So the communication has gotten better. So a lot of those things account to their overall return on their investment on these things. I don't know. I think it is the future in the drone industry, and I think that more companies are going to have to do it or will be.
If they want to keep up.
Well, I mean, some of they want to keep up, but I just think that is what's going to be happening.
Well, the fact that most businesses are making their businesses better by getting into robotics and AI and stuff like that. And you could set up a drone in a box outside a construction site now and have it go take progression photos. Or you could hire a drone service company come in and do that for you.
You can do anything, and that is another thing. That is another service that a company can do, but a drone in a box can do anything.
Yeah. Well, I see that as the next step, as opposed to having someone mapping a construction site and doing volume measurement. Eventually, they're going to phase the man part of it out and have that drone in a box. They have them doing inspections now at sites, right? Regular inspections. They have them doing security, all of that stuff.
Lawrence, you know what? You like the guy that comes in and just stabs everybody's drink. Last week it was you guys got 3 years to fly your drones and it's going to be kick the bucket.
I'm over it now.
Now you won't even be able to work.
It's coming. It's coming. You see it happening in McDonald's. Less and less people there. You can't even go in McDonald's without going to a kiosk. But they have that one register. They have to by law.
I would like to believe that I have a little bit more skill than the people who have to work it.
I hope so too. I definitely hope so.
Oh shit! I got cards in my pocket that say I got more skill.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I'm not knocking anybody to work at McDonald's. I'm just saying to you that when you start talking about they phasing people out of McDonald's, what the hell is the rest of the world going?
That's where it starts. You already see on the cruise ships. You just came back from a cruise, and fortunately, your cruise ship still had humans serving you alcohol. But a couple of those other ships already have robotics serving drinks and stuff. You've seen it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's more gimmicky. So they might have that.
It'll be gimmicky when a drone in a box is parked outside a construction site and you can't fly there because it is.
Can you imagine this? Drone pilots starting a union so that way they can stop drone in the box.
Hey, don't laugh.
Drone pilots out there vandalizing the drone on the box.
Yeah, right. That would be funny. Sort of. I'm not going to mention. I was going to mention the Verizon thing, but I'm not.
Crazy how they use cameras, right? That can be altered and interfered with, right?
Yeah.
To replace a human being.
Tim. Oh no. You see what Jim Drone equipped? He said Tim's only hire stupid people, just saying. I can behave, Jim.
What happened?
Jim's droning says Tim's only hire stupid people. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he might have to read in between that one, but I get what he was saying. I get what he's saying. Definitely. All right, it's 5:45. We still got a
But
little bit more time before Cody comes in here. We got
you know what, Lawrence? I wanted
another
to.
10 minutes, actually.
I actually had to talk to you about something, right? And what it was I wanted to talk to you about, I can't find it. Where the hell did I put it? Oh man, see what you did?
What?
I don't
We
know.
could, we could show you a video.
Is that what
I
you
don't know if it's gonna I don't know if it's gonna skip or not, but I
That's
get
your main function? What I wanted to talk to you about real quick was everybody has been all up in the uproar and their panties twisted about this Chinese made drones and this security risk on the drones. And we spoke on it last week
last week,
when Vic was here, Vic Boss was here to talk to us about it and
right?
what's going on with that bill. And you know, we all know that the federal government and a few states have done everything that they can as far as limiting the usage
Right,
and prohibiting the purchase of these drones with their funds for their agencies.
right,
Um, with Mr. Biden passing that the what is it, that National Defense Authorization Act of 2024. It's
mm-hmm.
it's also had a few things going on there where many of bills have come now after you know DJI, especially now with the CCP drone act that is aimed directly at DJI. And if something like that is passed, then everybody, we talked about it last week, that they won't be able to receive any FCC licensing at all. And DJI has lashed back, about this thing. We all know where it's coming from, and we know that the this whole thing is coming from American drone makers,
Right.
and one in particular.
Skydio.
But we've also mentioned last week about also that in Texas, the police department is fighting to keep their DJI drones.
Yes,
A few
yes,
departments out there, and they've done what the government has said that should be done, for to mitigate the ability for them to intercept anybody to intercept any of their data. So they use a whole bunch of they take a bunch of security precautions that they use for this, and they also have, like, they capture the data third party. And we were talking about that. So, like, I mentioned that last week, Lawrence. You had mentioned
right.
one in particular was a Texas-based drone sense. They're
Yes.
they're a third party for being able to capture your data, so is that your data is not
It's
transmitted.
not transmitted back through the DJI app. What
Right.
which is like you said, what they're really worried about is
So this
cybersecurity.
right this cybersecurity risk that they say that DJI presents is the ability for you to go online and share your flight logs with DJI, and that is what they're concerned.
And it's not, and it's honestly not just them because you have lychee, what people use. It basically what they're saying, what the Texas Police Department says, hey, check this out. You don't want us to use DJI drones? Okay, we found a loophole. You're worried about data being transmitted back. So we're using third party that does not transmit to anywhere but back to their company.
They're using a couple of precautions, but also what it's not that they're saying this is what we're doing. That is what government security recommends.
Yes, using a third party app like Lychee or hold on, I disagree. It's coming from blind nationalism without regard to facts or common sense. Politicians following what they're told because they want to keep their support from the party, so uninformed. It's called fear mongering.
What happened?
Jeff Norman.
Jeff, but that's where it starts. And all of them get what they're told by who writes the check.
4 minutes.
So with that being said, moving right along, we were talking a lot about guys in the industry going into being able to fly drones and we all, like I said, we all like our DJI drones um and I don't think a lot of this stuff really is gonna go anywhere anyway because from what I understand the what was it, the Ronin or whatever that just hit the new Ronin just hit the FCC database, so DJI is going to keep on pushing.
Right.
You're going to continue to see DJI products because the fear mongering comes from the people who are afraid. Why? Not so much afraid. They're afraid because their product maybe not so good.
Right. Well, yeah. Never mind.
Okay, I went to buy a gimbal, and I asked the guy at B&H. He doesn't work for DJI.
Right.
I said, well, which gimbal should I get? Which one is the best? He was like, I mean, this is the camera that he looked at the camera I was using, and he said the best gimbal for the money was the DJI. Just like the other ones are decent, but they're not as good.
Hold on, Big Matt. I'll ask because there's Big Matt has a question. So, but Big Matt, this does not apply to us, the non-government drone user. But Big Matt says, so if we can't save our flight logs, how do we get warranty if we crash or fly away without flight logs sent to DJI? Now, here's everything now is security, but the USA breaks security protocols every day. Well, here's how it is. But hold on, Herman. Here's how it's supposed to be. If you own a DJI drone and you do not work for government or law enforcement, you will still be able to monitor that in the beginning. I do believe it will trickle down though.
I'm not gonna speculate on anything, and I'm not gonna speak to anything that I don't know.
Right.
What I am gonna say is this: what the United States needs to do is come up with
2 minutes.
A standard for the drones and how drones are going to be made. You understand? So if they made a standard to where a drone coming into the United States cannot be made with this type of feature, then it won't be a problem.
True.
There has to be some standard.
Stevie says his flight logs have top secret information on his favorite location.
Or where you was on vacation, right? And your secret location.
Yep. The information can be used to take over the world. Danger.
Yeah. Too bad they'll take over too many resort spots and beaches.
Yeah, right. It's true.
But like I was saying, guys are looking to get into the drone business. Some guys are. Some guys are actually looking to take on more work. And some guys, maybe not. But
I'm ready to cue that video.
There's tons of stuff out there coming along that can help guys out with that. And one of them is what is that? What are you talking about again?
DroneAdair.
Yeah, that's it. That might be one of those things that can help you. But check out this video. I thought it was it was cute. I like this.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have to go back.
Lawrence
Give me a
lost the video.
second. I didn't lose the video. The video's right here. I forgot to turn on audio.
He lost the video.
The video is right here. Hold on.
Lord,
Share sound. There we go.
Listen up, pilots. Prep your drones, pop on your propellers, charge your batteries, and dust off your little Part 107s. Because here, at DroneAdair, we do drone work different. Did you know that there are over 300,000 drone pilots in the United States today? And most of us spend more than 50% of our time just looking for work. We just need a job! Not to mention,
check your text.
Getting the appropriate clearances.
Hey, can you fly that thing here?
Oh, please stop talking.
Can you hear it?
Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
With contracts, proposals. Yeah, you got it together? Next! Worst of all, answering emails. Heck, we spend more of our time on the computer than actually flying. Starlight, we understand you're not some government spy or some peeping Tom. Forget what those internet trolls say.
They don't have proper authorization.
What happened?
And that's why we created Take 5. And that's why we created hell! DroneAdair, the future of automation for drone pilots and companies looking to scale their operations. No thanks to Hal. Stupid son of a bitch. Woo, it's nice in here. Book jobs on demand, get paid faster, and manage all of your client data in one centralized dashboard? Come on! So stop wasting your time doing the things you hate and get back to what you love, actually flying. Imagine that. That simple. Like butter.
I'm going to leave that so you guys could watch it in better at a better quality in the chat.
Well, we have Cody Retlich coming right now to join us to talk all about DroneAdair. And he's going to dive a little deeper into everything that you've seen there in the video and talk to us a little bit more. Good evening.
What's going on, guys? How you been?
How you doing?
Oh, sun's shining here, man. I'm doing all right. How
It's pouring down rain over here 2 days ago.
I heard that. That's no fun.
Yeah, man. I like that video. It's funny.
Nice. We had fun putting it together, that's for sure.
Okay.
And I think I got beat by that pointer stick on those flashcards that I was holding probably about 50 times, but
before you got it right.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Someone said that was fun and delightful in the chat.
Nice. I love it. Glad to hear it because we man, I don't even know how many iterations we did of just like, you gotta, when you're poking fun of just industries but not too much, it's like, all right, delicate but funny. So
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm happy the way it turned out. Glad you liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. What I want to ask you is, because I know what it is, and Lawrence knows what it is, but what is DroneAdair?
Yeah, so
I'm gonna dive right into it.
What's that?
I'm diving right in.
Let's do it. DroneAdair is a platform that honestly we've been building for the last 8 years in some capacity, right? It's like I started another company almost 8 years ago now, Midwest Aerial Productions, and we were more of a brokerage firm, right? It's like typically today though, it's like, all right, pilots are just getting jobs that are low paying. They're never working with these clients again. Otherwise, they're not getting a job unless they submit the lowest bid, right? As you guys know, that's just not a great way to build an industry and also help pilots build a business. So we kind of took a different spin on it. We would find the right pilots for a client specific need and job, whether that's mapping or thermal or geographically where they're located or their experience. So not only that, but then we were able to then tie them into these enterprises to hopefully create some recurring revenue streams. So we had been doing it manually for a while, but we noticed that, you know what, pilots need a platform as well to kind of manage everything, manage their clients and their payments and, you know, their back end automation, because they just want to get back to flying. I know that that's where I was too, is like I don't want to deal with all the BS and just get back to flying. So,
Right.
you know, we built a platform that is not like any other drone marketplace out there. I even hate saying that word because everybody has a stigma against it, right? It's like a very negative connotation because that's what it is. That's what unfortunately companies have been doing, is taking too much margin from pilots and giving them not a whole lot of tools to run and grow their business. So we're a two-sided platform. Pilots use it for their automation, their clients, their payments, file transfers, everything to run their own business and manage all of their drone operations. And then on the enterprise side, we you know, allow them the ability to tap into our network of pilots on the other end or manage their own network of pilots from distributing their missions. But then giving these pilots an ability to connect with these enterprises afterwards. So
And
tapping into some recurring revenue streams, hopefully.
and that's all done through the DroneAdair system.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So how does the DroneAdair link say a customer to a specific pilot or company?
Yeah, so right now our enterprise is not currently live. We're in beta come April. Leads will be live on the platform later in Q2 of this year. We launched the pilot side of the platform like June of last year.
Gotcha.
Just to really start testing it, get pilots on, seeing what they like, what they don't like, you know, everything, just kind of working out those kinks and getting pilots on so that we can, you know, provide enterprises with some pilots to start. So once the enterprise does go live, what we do is we kind of have an advanced matching process system where, you know, we can take ultimately everything that the pilot is put on their profile, you know, their territory, where they're at, types of drones, their experiences, and match them up with these jobs that are right for them. And
So
it's
you're
not,
saying, so basically you're saying what DroneAdair does on top of helping you manage your business is you create an account through DroneAdair and you become more susceptible to businesses in your field of droning in your
that, yeah,
area.
yeah, that's the goal, right? Is like for right now, today, the way the platform is without our enterprise live, it's solely for the pilots to use with their own clients, their own potential clients. It's a sales funnel, it's a booking page, it's a file structure transfer, right? Collect your payments, everything all in one from that side. So once the pilot goes live, yes, that's the goal. Is these enterprise will have jobs live for pilots that will become available in their area. But again, it's not a submit the lowest bid, you know,
Here's
uh,
here's the question in the chat,
yeah, yeah.
Jeff Norman, he go ask Cody what DroneAdair will cost and who will pay for it.
Yeah, so right now, the drone pilot side of the platform is $29 a month or $299 a year. We wanted to make it super easy and attainable for pilots to be able to use it. I mean, I say it because it's true in my sense. It's like, you know, it's about a drone job a year, about an average to low end cost drone job a year, right?
Right.
Um, and much on the reverse side of other platforms that take super high margins from your jobs, we
Mm-hmm.
only have a 5% transaction fee and that's it. There's
Okay,
nothing else.
I have your page up now. I
Yeah.
actually have your pricing page up here. It
Yep.
shows the basic, which receive leads on your area, etc. which package is commonly used as of late, or what do you see more pilots using out of these packages? Do they start free and graduate to the monthly, or try, or some people come in and just say, give me a year?
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty significant discount if you go yearly. So, I think most of the people that decide to go to the pro version are doing year because it's like, hey, you get that discount over the year. But
Mhm.
difference between free and pro right now, free, you really at this point without leads coming through, you just have access to like educational courses and some resources. That's about it.
Right. But
The
you
pro version is where you get all the automation for your business.
now, I want to point out also, what by creating, looking for, same here. God bless America. What you got to mention also is not only by creating this account, you guys give the ability to create a website if you do not have one, to actually post your personal website if you have one, or create one that brings your clients can go to.
Yep.
Right. It's a whole dashboard. That's what you're
Right,
saying.
within your dash, can you go into a little detail in your dashboard? I have your site up here,
Yeah.
but
You want me to share my screen?
Oh,
yes,
sure.
Yeah.
yes, you can. Yes, that would be great.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me fire one up here real quick.
And that way you can go into detail, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about with sounds, how are they marketing to businesses who need drone services? Is a question while you pull that page up.
Yeah. So can you
Your
can you
full
guys see
screen,
my
we can see you.
Perfect. So this would be a page that I have currently that is kind of a demo account right now, but I have it set up for our other business, right?
Right.
So this is what the customer facing page would look like once you kind of fill out your information. Everything's automatically coded on the back end of our platform, so you just have to fill it out very easily, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But this is what pilots right now are either using internally as their own website booking page sales funnel, or they're using their URL and either, creating a mask with their own domain, or if they have a website already, putting
Right.
this URL to like a book now or schedule me or schedule a shoot button on their site so it can go directly to their page. So as you can see, there's a little bit of information, you can put all your social media availability, some
Right. This is your
highlights.
general, this is one of the general page templates, right? Correct.
Yep,
This is
correct.
one of
Yep,
the
this is one of
templates.
the templates. Yep. So you can show off your previous work, photos, you can change the titles for SEO purposes. You can show off your videos or links if you have links to maps or any other, files that you want clients to link out to, you can show those off. And then this is really where you can start to see that automation start to happen, right? So pretend I'm a client of Map right now and I want to book a job on your site, right?
Correct.
You can ultimately go now and be like, all right, I'm a commercial real estate. I want to book a basic aerial photography mission.
Mhm.
And your client can automatically then type in the address. I'm just doing a random one in
Right.
Milwaukee because I'm close to Milwaukee. We integrate into our platform Aloft. So all of the airspace information is already pulled up.
Nice.
So client can see that, yep, we're good to go on airspace. You're going to get this information once the mission's booked as well. And then they can go in and you can actually change your additional deliverables as well. So
Yes.
they can add on anything that they want to that package without you upselling, right? So it's kind of upselling without upselling.
Right. You let them upsell
And
themselves.
Exactly, right? You just put what's in front of them, and then they can choose and add on whatever they want. So they go through this process, they can put in if it's a live event, the day and the time that the live event would be. If they need
Right.
to be on site, someone
I
else.
can't see the chat right now, so but you can keep going. So I know there's probably a few questions, but go
Yeah, we
ahead.
can
Sorry.
hop back in there. So if they need to be on site, they can put, contact information, any days and times that work for them. They can select either an exact day that needs to be done or a date range that it could be done on. Go through, I'm just doing this as a test. They acknowledge that airspace and weather, unfavorable weather conditions might arise. And now if they're a client that's already booked you before, all they have to do is log in, and all of their information, all of this is going to be sent into their client portal as well
Right.
as yours.
Okay.
If they're a first time buyer, first name, last name, email, you're good to go. That's all you need to do. And then I'm not going to go any further, but all then they do is check out, pay for it, and then and book it and schedule it, and it's automatically sent in the back of your dashboard.
So going back to what you were saying, right here on this page, you can set up what you charge $350 for a progression shot, basic aerial photography, etc.
Yep.
And you give them the option of picking that and or adding to it.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
pretty good. So now if you were to if you came from construction, do you have anything set up for construction similar to
Yeah,
that?
these are all basic. These are all basic ones I have in here. So
Right.
this is just a test account. So I don't. They're pretty much all the same for this right now, just because it's just showing it off. But yeah, I mean you can do. I don't have one as in everywhere, but yeah, you kind of can create, and I'll show you how to do this on the back end. But you can create different packages for
Right.
any industry or service that you have. Even like here, you can see I don't even have, you can also do just like service offerings. If you do video editing or you have like, Cinelifter FPV, you want to do that, you want to do music videos, whatever it is, you can kind of create individualized packages for every industry or service that
And
you
this
need.
is your custom dashboard that you would be working on, etc.
Yeah, and I can show you that here too as well. The only
Okay.
other thing on this is they can also, if they don't see a package, right? Because not everything's a packaged mission, as you guys
Right.
know.
Right.
Like there's a lot of custom stuff that you need. So they can go on and they can create also a custom, proposal for
Mhm.
you, and then it gets sent into your dashboard. You can create a proposal right in your dashboard, send it to them. So it's an automated, you know,
Okay.
process after, and then they can see all of your drones, cameras, equipment, sensors. I don't have any testimonials on this one, but they would show in below it that as well.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
Well, I
you
think
got, yeah, you got any questions before I move on?
yeah, I think what was being asked was like basically like how are you marketing this out to companies that are looking for drone services?
Correct.
So right now we're not marketing any pilot, profiles or anything like that. That will be something that we do on the horizon once our enterprise is actually live. We are actually going and actively looking for enterprises that either have, consistent drone missions or they have in-house, drone operations that they need to outsource as well as kind of manage. So
Uh,
for us, it's more so getting companies that have large scale missions so
mhm.
that we can then just send these missions to the pilots that are qualified for them. But it is on the horizon that, eventually we'll actually take pilots' individual pages and start marketing them to their local market.
Okay, because I think like what Jeff was thinking or was more to his question was like, okay, if I'm a construction company or whatever, and I need I got a building that's gonna break ground in 2 months. I need to
Yeah.
get a drone company to manage the site to as far as get my photos of the shots for like the owners that are going to be over in London or whatever, so that they can see
Mhm.
the building monthly, pictures of this building.
Yeah.
How how would I go to DroneAdair? Like what I think that's what he was kind of mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing was.
Yeah, so we're not necessarily like the other, buy a package and like do that type of transactional
Hmm.
data where it's like, hey, I'm buying a service, DroneAdair is the middleman, we're gonna edit it, do all that stuff. We're not doing any of that. Ultimately, the pilot platform, the pilot pages you know, that's for you and your individual, you know, business, for you to use it as a tool to automate and manage your processes and your client data and everything. So for us, if you were an enterprise and you're looking for that type of stuff, you could send missions inside of our enterprise. Like if you would sign up with an enterprise account when it's live, you could then still get those missions conducted. We would just ultimately find the right pilot for them, and then everything is handled between you and the pilot
Okay.
platform.
I got you.
So
Okay,
I can
is
log
there-
in the back and
Go ahead. Really quick.
yeah,
Oh, here you are. Here's the dashboard here. So,
yeah.
um,
So
for those who came in a little late, this is DroneAdair. We're talking to Cody. Don't dare say your last name.
Retlich.
Retlich. Okay, this is Cody
Yeah.
Retlich here on a Wednesday night with those guys. And we're trying to show you guys an option out there for those of you who are part Auto 7 and are trying to figure out how the hell do I manage a drone business and run a drone business, etc., without paying incredibly high fees.
Yep.
Bookkeeping?
Do you have something on here you could entice the people with as well? I mean, you're already sharing the screen. We might as well take advantage of it while you're here. It's sort of like
Yeah.
the seminar you gave us when we contacted you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if you got something else to show us while you got the screen up, go for it.
Yeah, well, I wanted to show you just the back end dashboard now, because, you know, what I showed you before, this is obviously the customer facing, like you would send this to your clients. This is how they would book you. This is how they would schedule you. But now for the drone pilot, you know, on the back end, this is kind of how you can start to see everything. I don't have any open missions here, but you can see all of your past missions, and you can go into each individual one. You can see all of the information. You can see all the airspace details. You can see the client information, and you can also upload your files directly to this mission folder, right? So say this was an open mission. I just uploaded these files in here. There would be like a complete button here. And once I click complete, we automatically send an email to your client saying, hey, your mission and with the job title is ready to be downloaded. They click the button, they automatically get sent to the mission, and they can download and access all of the files right from their client portal.
Right. So you would pretty much recommend to your clients that they register through DroneAdair, of course, because that would simplify deliverables. You handing off deliverables to them.
Yeah, I mean, alone right there, deliverables is a huge selling point, right?
Right.
And you can and everything would be right there, organized by client, all of your information. You can add it to your calendar. You can also these custom missions. So remember before on the page where, you know, say a customer submits that form, that custom mission form there. I probably didn't pilot doesn't show, but it would come in then as an open custom mission, right? All of this information would be in here. You can fill this out and create a custom mission to send to them. So you can just build it out just like a proposal. It's like, all right, he wanted a half-day shoot. That's what we're doing. We're going to do a half-day shoot. His budget was 3,333. These are sample ones, obviously. And then just like you saw how they booked a package, you send this to them, they can pay for it, book it, schedule it, and then it becomes a mission right inside of your dashboard. So it's like you're building a custom proposal, but then on the back end, it's all tracked, managed, payments, and then it creates that custom mission for you to ultimately then be able to upload all of your files directly into that that folder, and everything right inside of there.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so
and then you can also,
So basically, this is for the guy who is trying to manage everything with his business, all of his work, his workload. Or if say they're trying to start a business and they don't know where to start as far as how to send deliverables, how to maintain their customers that they are getting. This is for that pilot. That guy.
I mean, I mean, we got a plethora of different pilots on, ones that are just starting out or ones that don't necessarily, have a streamlined processes also, or want to just streamline them and be like, all right, I want to have everything all in one, make it easy, give my clients a portal to access all of their information and book me directly again and see all of that information. So yeah, it's a great way for you to kind of streamline everything that you're doing.
What are your what are your demographics in job titles and or states? If you can answer that. I mean, where do you have people coming in from locally? Do you have people contacting you through around the states? That's where I'm going with this as
For
far as
the job,
demographics.
for the enterprise side or for the drone pilot side are you referring to?
And either or,
Well, the enterprise side was where that would make
right.
is what I think
Yeah.
most people
So,
would be interested in.
yeah, I mean, so again, our enterprise not being live yet, it's a lot of us actually reaching out. We've had quite a few companies that have, a good amount of missions that are going through the platform, or that will be going through the platform come to us because of some other, large companies in the industry, as you guys know, that are going out of business. So they're looking for another solution to be able to find and license qualified pilots without, having to search for Google and vet them and make sure that they're all insured and everything else. So, right now we're completely US based.
Sorry,
So
if you could stop sharing so you could get on the screen, full screen, and they could see your face.
yeah,
Right now, you're
yeah,
in a tiny window in the corner.
Well,
yeah, no problem.
There you go.
There we go. Nice, nice. Yeah, no, I was gonna finish showing you what else
No,
was
you
on it,
can,
but no worries.
you can. I just need to
Um,
get back to the chat really quick
go back
what
there.
and you can
what
finish.
really interests me in your program was the whole organization of everything. There's a lot of things in there that is good for organization. And I think that once it's up and rolling, I think and moving the way you expect it to, that it would probably be great for a lot of guys, a lot of people. For even now, like guys can jump on this to organize their business, which was one of the best the things I saw in it was being able to organize the business.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a question for you. How much, how much storage space for assets like photos, videos do you provide?
Yeah, so initial storage package is 3 TB. So once that 3 TB is up, what we do is we kind of just move certain things to like a cold storage in some ways. So it's still there, it's still accessible. It just takes a little bit longer to access those files, but you get 3 TB.
Okay.
That's not too bad. That's really not too bad, actually.
3 TB is pretty good.
You
Yeah.
have your next what your next segment set up that you wanted to show us
Yeah,
on
for sure. I just wanted to show the custom mission side too that you guys can, so say if there's a couple of the things here, but the custom mission too is like you can say me and you were talking on the phone, we met at an event, you
right.
know, we've been emailing, whatever. Instead of you going and finding proposals or finding solutions to send people proposals, you can create those directly inside of your dashboard as well. So if you go to
Okay.
custom missions, create a mission, you
Mhm.
can build it all out directly for them. Again, you type it in like a location, it'll pull in the airspace information for you. You type in all of their client data, email, dates, time ranges, everything that you need. And you can just say, all right, let's do a half day FPV shoot. All right. I saw someone in the chat that said they charge
Yes.
$1,000 an hour. We're gonna do it for 2 hours FPV flight. And then all the additional services that you have on your back end as well will show up. They can add those on as add-ons if they so choose. Otherwise, they book it, pay for it, schedule it. They can also decline it or request for changes. So you don't have to go back and forth with proposals of like, oh, can you change this? Can you change that?
Right.
This. It's all inside of the platform, so they can just say, "Hey, change this for me." You get the request changes, and you do it all inside of there.
So this
Okay.
can be done right there with the client on your phone.
Yep. Yeah. You're talking to someone right now. You can automatically fill it all out and be like, all right, I just sent it to you. Check it out.
Okay.
And they can start to do it right there. So the only thing I wanted to in some ways is this is kind of how you fill out what you saw before, right? How we
Right,
get this
To
code,
create that dashboard, yeah.
how to
right,
create this dashboard. You can go in here and go on the back end. You can change your colors, you can add your branding. We have a couple different themes. You can change all of your information, add your social media links. You can also change the radius of what you want to be booked by.
right.
So if someone tries to book a package on your site that's outside, say it's 101 miles. Mine's right now set at 100 miles. If
Mhm.
it's at 101 miles, it'll say, hey, this is outside of, so-and-so's action range.
Mhm.
Submit a custom mission forms because that way then you get paid properly for travel, right?
Makes
So
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. You can
yeah,
Okay.
add that
yeah,
to your fee. If I travel outside 50 miles,
yeah,
we have to charge a fee. This makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Does definitely
And
make a lot of sense.
yeah, you know what? You just get not everything is one size fits all, right? You got to have those custom solutions for people and just to have that all in there. And you can change your availability in here. This is where you add your previous work, your links to things, and then this is where you can create those packages. So you put in all of the industries and services you want to create packages off of,
Mhm.
right?
Right,
Once you do that, you can go in here and say, all right, I'm going to create a package. We're going to say, let's do progress photos. I'm going to do progress photos,
Mhm.
like you mentioned before. And now I can add this package to any single industry that I would like. So I'm going to do it as construction and commercial real estate. I'm
right,
going to say this is a $400 package. I can do a description. I can add the amount of deliverables and the name of those deliverables, and you can add in all the line items that you want for that package. And then you can create that package. And once you do, it shows up on the back end inside of whatever industry
right. So
you
if you
created.
click on golf courses, you'll see what's set up for golf courses, etc.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. And then this is where you can add all of your additional services inside of here as well
Hmm.
for them to add on to any package.
Well,
And
I
then add.
have your website set up on the browser. I'll definitely put that in the chat for people to check out the website. Is there anything else that you want to show us here? That
Yeah, I
might
mean, for the most part,
I mean,
that's
I know
pretty
you
high
do this
level.
thousands of times a day, all
Yeah,
day.
right. I do it a decent amount lately, that's for sure. Other than that, we just have tutorials, some resources in the industry, education courses. We partnered with Drone Launch on. So just a lot of centralized information for anybody in the industry.
Here's a
Yeah,
question
I've
for
gone
you.
through I've gone through your whole program on your site, and I've filled out the whole thing. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up. Um,
Nice.
I mean, anyone can set it up. But what was the question that you had, Lawrence, for everybody?
John Coopy, do you provide any options to export data similar to like Google Takeout? For example, where you can export a copy of all data uploaded to the service to have a local copy for yourself.
Yeah, so once you go inside of all of your mission, you can go into your mission details for each one and you can download all the files directly from there as well.
Okay, so hypothetically, the computer that I have data on goes down. I could probably sign in there on DroneAdair and re-download images or what I may have lost.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Anything
Yep.
that you sent to that.
Hope that answers your question, John Coopy. And if anyone else has any other questions,
Yeah, love it. Great questions.
while we
Well,
got the man here, you might as well
I
ask
love
him what you can. What's
I
that,
love it.
Herman?
I wanted to ask you was that, as far as DroneAdair, so, like, and I think I asked you earlier, like when we first started, like what it was, and this is how we started the whole conversation. And now I have to ask you, like, what made you want to put something like this together?
It's a good question, Herman. You know what? I always, being in the industry, starting as I started as a drone pilot, well, started flying like 12 years ago,
Right.
but started my other company and being able to work with a lot of drone pilots once we pivoted and we kind of changed to that brokerage model. I was able to work with a lot of drone pilots and just kind of learn from them and hear their struggles and just made a lot of good connections with pilots and just was, I just so many common problems of like, man, I don't know where to do this or I don't know how to do that. Am sick of getting paid peanuts for my missions and all this information that is like, I had these same problems and all these other people are telling me about these same problems. So I'm like, I felt like I had to build something. And yeah, just dove right in.
I think
Yeah.
it's beneficial on many pilots.
Yeah, that's the goal. That was the whole idea is like, let's help as many drone pilots in the industry kind of scale their business and whatever they want to do, right? If it's a weekend warrior type mentality or it's full time, if it's retirement gigs, whatever, they can all use it to make it simple and just get back to
I
flying.
don't I don't know if this is meant so more as a statement or maybe some advice as well, but uh, it's John Coopy says that sounds like you have to manually go to each mission and save the assets, which could take a lot of time. I think an
Yeah.
export all missions and assets option into the standard format would be useful.
Agreed. You do have to go into each mission to kind of download all files from each mission.
That's understandable because then you could kind of mix stuff up when you batch download.
Yeah,
I've had that issue in the past. Batch downloading can kind of screw up.
yeah,
Angie Anderson says she's got that link bookmarked, your website. I've been putting it in the chat. She's down in Texas. Hey, Bill, coast to coast.
Yeah, people from
Like
all
we
over.
mentioned earlier, we're like a morning show in Australia. In the UK, we're a late night show. On the Northeast Coast, on the
got
East,
all over.
we're an evening show. And in California, we're an California and Hawaii, we're an early afternoon stream.
Love it.
And then you have the people who watch the stream afterwards, or maybe on their way home from work or anything like that.
Yeah,
Okay, he says that's why he uses Google Takeout as example. It's a one click and you cannot miss anything.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll have to
No,
look at
I've seen it. I've seen
I,
it.
I'm just not into batch downloading anything. I used to work in a computer company. Bad idea, but it works for some people.
Yep.
It used to work when you could download stuff to copy it to a CD and
Right?
back it up that way.
The
But
floppy
now,
disk.
yeah, that used to work. Now it's everything is cloud. Everything is
Uh,
cloud based.
and it's been on the
Okay.
horizon. We've talked about it. It's something that, we know might be needed in the future. It's on the roadmap, but we didn't make it a priority because we thought, it might not be something that with the amount of work that it would be useful for, the masses.
How
But
many hours of coding was this? Or
I, I'm not sure. We started it back in 2020. So I'll say that. Um,
and you launched when? When did you launch?
we launched the pilot side of the platform June of last year, um, to a select group of beta users for the first few months. We really just started marketing the product back in December of last year.
Right.
And Bob Casey says, "Good to see you, Cody." So I guess
Hey,
he's
Bob.
familiar with you.
Yeah,
Bob
yeah,
Casey, Ariel. I don't know if you're familiar with the name.
yeah, absolutely. How's it going, Bob?
Okay. See. So I'm
Hey,
glad you're on here.
Bob, you got any questions for Cody?
Yes, Bob. Do you have any questions? Are you a client, Bob? Are you a client for men? Hair club for men?
Hey,
What's going on? Hey,
don't
Steve.
don't forget there, guys, too, to put that Phantom or the affiliate link there, guys, as well. I know you're putting the website link in there, but if for anybody's that's listening, you know, your link there down at the bottom of your description obviously will help link you guys to anybody that's watching today as well.
Oh, definitely. I'm
guys.
going to that right now. Oh,
Guys,
yes,
feel
yes.
free to check out the
He's talking
description.
about our link.
Yes,
Oh, well,
feel free to check out the
I cannot
description
put that,
below. What
I
happened?
cannot put that link there.
I
What,
think
you
I can
can't
here.
copy it?
I'll put it in the chat right now. There we go. Boom. It came up as when we set it up earlier, but it says the
Oh, you have to have an
Herman
account.
There you go.
I think you have to have hold on. Herman, let me try this right here. Copy this, and let me open up another window and see what happens here. I gotta be logged in. I gotta be logged in.
Mm.
Okay, well now you got a reason to create an account. If you want to see what we're doing, what those guys is doing, you got to create an account.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. That should pop you up to the sign-in page. We'll have to check
To
that
be
out.
able to copy and paste the link, you gotta have an account.
No, to see our link for those
Oh,
guys.
okay. I got what you're saying, to see what's in it.
Yeah, to see what's on our actual our page that we are actually working on through DroneAdair. You would have to be a member, but that's okay because now, what's one more account? Come on,
No,
check us out.
sorry. That's the link. That should be the link for the affiliate sign up. So if
Yeah,
anybody
that's the
signs up
affiliate sign.
using that,
Oh, okay. I missed my
Yeah,
bad.
that's affiliate signing, Lawrence.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No worries.
Duh.
We got it figured out. It's all good.
I'm sorry about that one
All
there.
good.
But we want you guys to go check out DroneAdair. We have the website here. We have the website link.
Put the website in there, right?
I'm putting it in the chat again. Go check it out. Create an account. There may be something for you there. There's
Now,
the free. Go
is,
ahead.
is there like a way, I mean, guys want to get all the work that they can, but is there like a way like you can like refer somebody you may know that might be within
Yes.
Yeah, so
like somebody that might be outside of your area?
yeah, that is something that has come up quite often. There's no way to do it in platform right now, but it's on the horizon. The best way to do it right now would be that if you know someone else's, account or URL, you're able to just send that URL to someone. Right. But yeah, we're kind of excuse me, definitely on the horizon of like an in platform referral system. Because again, yeah, drone pilots know drone pilots all over. And that's the beauty about it is like, hey, maybe I can't do something and I don't want to, farm it out to someone else. So, here's someone else in the area that can ultimately help you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Gary, for
That's
that. Yeah, you guys click that like button.
that would be a good idea. That's a good idea. If it, like I know somebody I can't get to say Connecticut, but I know a pilot that's in Connecticut.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of having them continue to search somebody, you can put them in touch with somebody that you know. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. It's something that we've been discussing as how, one, if they have a DroneAdair account, how can you send them directly to their profile? And even if they don't, how can you just send them, someone else's email or at least connect with them? Because at the end of the day, who cares? As long as the pilots are getting work and we're helping each other out, then what does it matter, right?
True.
We'll see. Yeah, that's what it's about. I just put that. It's all about helping in the chat, all about helping the next man make and manage their job / money.
Yep. Love it.
Because I did hear of a situation where somebody down in Florida was visiting Florida and they got a job and
Nice.
they could not do the job because they had to go back to their state, and they passed the job on to a local drone pilot, and unfortunately he muffed it.
Oh no.
But That's just
Oh,
how things are. Had they
Times
been
that happen.
connected through other ways, like perhaps through a DroneAdair, you might have been able to find someone in the area or someone in that region,
Yeah.
even more so, because we travel from state to state. We don't care. I'll get in the car at 4 a.m. I'll be knocking at your door at 6.
Right?
If it's for work.
Follow the cash.
If
Follow
if
where
it's
the
for
jobs
work,
are.
that's right. Yes. So
Yeah,
the fact
no
you can
doubt.
set a parameter or an area, a radius around you where you want to be, that's a plus too.
so you could take that whole circle and blanket the whole United States then.
You could, yeah, exactly, right? We get enough pilots on there, we hopefully be able to, for sure.
All
Hmm.
right.
I'm
That's
trying to see if anyone else has any questions, but as of yet, I don't know. I haven't.
there's a
Go ahead,
few.
Herman.
I don't know if Angie was actually at was it she said
Angie said she saved the link.
yeah, she saved the link.
Angie will definitely check it out. She's a
You know,
pilot from down in Texas.
the thing,
Talented. She just started doing a Part 107 thing. This might be up
Nice.
your alley,
the
Angie.
thing that attracted me to it most of all was the way your dashboard was set up. 'Cause I saw you on a presentation on was it Drone Life? Yeah, they have their
For drone launch, or
with Dawn
Dawn of Autonomy,
yeah,
or Dawn of Drones, but now she switched it to Dawn of Autonomy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a really good stream over there. I saw you and I was like the way the whole layout and what it was good for as far as helping drone pilots that had like I said, have this problem of organizing because I have 101 piles of paper and stuff, pads and stuff that and I'm always the guy that gotta write something down though.
I
Still got
just posted the pilot registration page in the
I
chat.
what I liked about it was the way it was so simple, easy to set up a profile and get it started. And you know me, Lawrence, if it's something on the computer and I'm saying it's easy to do, then even a caveman can do it.
Right? Bring back those Geico commercials. Actually, they brought them back. I saw them the other day.
Yes, they did.
Right? Yeah. The guy's like, man, it's been 20 years and they're still running the same stuff. Yeah.
It sells. It sells though.
But
It does. It's like the E-Trade commercials with the babies, right? Like people just
Mhm.
love what they love. Like if bring it back, why not?
Thanks.
but
I have to
you
rewatch some of
showed
the show I missed.
you
Okay,
showed
Angie.
the you showed the whole dashboard and how it works. Um Lawrence had mentioned something about the whole thing with setting up a website on there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you showed how that's done, but I thought that was real interesting for people who don't have a
He
website.
actually, in the beginning, when he first came up, he was
So
saying
he
this is
did
what
show how to set up the beginning profile, and we
yeah.
did talk about the website. But I thought that was interesting because many people right now don't. I mean, like, where would you send people direct to see your work?
Yeah.
And having a website to see some of the stuff that you can do that
Yeah.
you've done and so they can actually see actually what this guy is capable of producing,
Yeah, for
which
sure.
I thought was a great idea. Even like, because when I said to you, like, it's funny, there's a million and one places where my work is found, and the website is sitting there waiting and still in the process of being built. And it's like sitting there still in the process of being built, still in the process of
Mhm.
and I was able to go on your platform and in no time start uploading pictures and stuff like that to a basic template that's on there, and it's simple as like I said, if I'm saying it's simple, anybody can do it.
Hey, I mean I
Anybody can do
appreciate it because I mean that's what we wanted to do, right? Is make it easy, user friendly,
it. Mm.
not have a barrier because at the end of the day, people are busy too, and they don't want to learn how to code or hire a developer or find someone that can do a website for them. If they have a website, great, you can integrate it
Right.
already into it, right? But it's like for anybody that's just starting out, yeah, all you do is you go into that website, the My Website tab, and once you have all of those stuff filled out, you just copy that URL and you can send that URL to anybody.
And it'll direct them to that page.
Yeah,
Right. Or if
and
you
then it's
have,
pretty much a sales funnel.
For
like you said,
those of you
you
who
have
come in a
yours,
little
put
late,
your own
go
URL.
ahead.
You said it like if you have your own website, you can put your own URL in there and it'll direct them to that site.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of pilots that I've seen now that have their own website that are using DroneAdair, like I mentioned before, they'll just have like a button on their website, like a book now or schedule me or book a shoot or whatever it is, and then they'll have that link inside that button, and then it just goes right to their DroneAdair page.
Drone there.
They
Okay.
can start booking jobs right off the bat.
That's an
Mark
idea.
Fisher, how are you, man? I'm sorry you got here a little late, bro. But you have the CEO, Cody Retlich from DroneAdair. He has a service that could slimline your work. You travel out of state. This might be what you're looking for to help maintain and manage your job sites. Please do check
Might
it
be a
out. But
tool that you
also,
can
Mark,
use.
watch the replay over, dude. He goes through everything. He shows his website. So, but register it there anyway. And trust
Right.
me,
It's
trust me,
another
you can.
tool you can use. It's
Yes,
you might want to check out, Mark.
yes, yes, definitely, Mark. Especially the way you do work. You
I
know,
mean, for people that travel too, it is a great way to not constantly have to like market your services in different areas. You can actually like say you're in a different state for like a month or something like
hmm
that, right? You can go into the back end of your dashboard, change your address and change your radius to where you want to be booked from. And then you can, it's like you're living there, right? Or it's like
Okay.
you're there,
That's
right?
true.
So
Take on jobs there.
yeah, so like anytime you go on a vacation or a long-term job or you know you're going to be somewhere, you can change it for that week or month or however long you're there, and then you can book jobs there as well.
Now, I want to point this out, Cody, because you took the time out to give Herman and I a small seminar of everything that you did more in detail with Herman and I than what you did tonight. But for those
Uh,
of you who are serious about managing your work projects and clients, etc., on one platform, Cody took the time out. You can schedule a Zoom meeting with him. And and please don't schedule a meeting and sit there and drink coffee and talk about what you're doing today. He's got time
I
and things to
I don't
do.
mind.
But
Yeah. I-
Cody, shh, I got you. I'm trying to save you
Right?
here, man.
Oh, I appreciate it, Lawrence. Thanks.
Yes, yes, definitely.
No,
But you can go to the site and set up in a personal Zoom. You have any questions about DroneAdair? He shows you everything he showed us tonight. So watch the replay.
Well, if you have any questions now, you can ask your questions now. We still have time.
Yes, this is true. This is true. It's
Yeah.
6:48. It's almost time to get out of here, but not quite.
Yeah, no,
But
I appreciate you guys having me on too. It was great connecting with you guys, a few weeks ago and constantly keeping in touch now is good. I love it. So I appreciate you having me on tonight too.
Well,
and I'm going to tell you
anytime.
right now, Herman told me this when I met him. He said, if there's an electronic device or something, I can find out how it doesn't work.
Well,
And
what I actually
Tell
said
me.
is that I know how to find any defect in any electronic device. And
yeah,
not,
On purpose or by accident, either way, right? You're gonna find
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it.
and anyway.
And
And
at the end, we welcome all feedback, good, bad, ugly, thoughts on how we can do it better. This works, this doesn't. Honestly, we're still within the first, 6 months of fully launching the pilot side. So we
right.
appreciate all feedback. So Herman,
Really,
if you find something, tell me. I love it.
really quick, Cody, if you can, because Mark Fisher, he's a very talented drone pilot. He travels for work,
You
Part
gonna ask
107.
that
If you
question?
can explain in a if you can explain really quick what DroneAdair is and what they do. He got here late. I know you explained it earlier, but you would also be
How much
explaining it for
coffee do
Angie
you drink?
Anderson and people that got here late.
To answer that question, Herman, I only have one cup a day. I'm just I just love talking about drones. That's I
Okay.
guess where the energy comes from.
That
Um,
gets Mark's question out of
I
the way.
just got the water now. That's about it. But yeah, so I mean, DroneAdair is built for pilots, right? To be able to kind of fully manage all of their business, the operations, and just get back to flying. So being able to have kind of a booking page, sales funnel, a way to create packages, show off your work, your rates, and be able to give your clients a client portal to access all their information and data. So in a summed up version, it's a workflow management tool that can allow you to kind of manage all of the back end business operational stuff with your own business, so you can just get back to flying and being able to also eventually here later this year and beyond be tied into leads that are qualified for you, that are not only just these one-off type jobs where we're uh, being able to tap into hopefully reoccurring relationships with enterprise clients that you may not have access to other ways. And then keeping, you know, we don't no gatekeeping here. You keep 95% of every single job booked on DroneAdair, whether it's your own clients or it's clients we send you,
Mhm.
you get 95% of the job. Which I haven't found any other platform that is lower than that. From, obviously ones that are middlemen taking a high percentage or large processing fees. So that's why we kind of wanted to make it easy to attainable from a SaaS perspective, but then also really tapping into keeping all the money in the pilot's pocket.
And speaking about this is not a paid endorsement by DroneAdair, but if you do decide to register and sign up and they ask, how did you find out about it? Tell them you did on those guys.
Absolutely. Do it. Yep.
We'd appreciate that.
Feel free.
And that was not a paid endorsement.
No, but it's
Yeah,
great to know too where you're coming from, right?
huh?
It's always good to know where you're coming from,
Yeah,
so,
yes, yes.
Yeah.
you guys got some loyal followers and subscribers too, so it's great to what you guys are doing. It's
I would
impressive.
hope
We have a few people that
that
come to the live
people
stream,
like
and then
us.
we get most of our views, believe it or not, after the live stream
Yeah,
for some strange reason.
I
But
think it's the time,
yeah,
the
that's
time that
true.
yeah.
That
It's
is
tough to
we're
fit into everybody's
we're on
schedule,
the we're on
but
the commuting time here and locally. A lot of people are commuting on the East Coast at this time.
Mark was saying that sounds better than other companies that want 80%.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
80.
do you have an early bird special?
An early
You did
bird
have a Super
special.
Bowl deal, right?
We did
Remember?
have a Super Bowl
You did have
deal.
a
Yeah,
Super Bowl deal.
that was a big one for sure. Anybody that is on the call today, I can give a code right now actually for 20%. Let
You
me
guys hear this? So for all you guys who left early, or you guys that are watching the replay over, Cody's can give a
put
discount
it
here,
out.
a percentage
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
right
and if,
here.
and if you feel like it, use that affiliate link there to book
Yeah,
your
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, yes. Use the affiliate link if you feel up to.
Absolutely. Help you guys out too, right? And
Mhm.
appreciate you hopping on or bringing me on to hop on. So I'll put both of them in here right now.
Sure, go
And
ahead. You're in the chat. You were in the chat, right?
yeah, I'm in the chat. I'll put both links or both
While we're doing a lot of sharing here right now, what I want to also let you guys know, if you guys are into hard cases for your drones for nano products for 10% off, feel free to use Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off on all your nano products.
Yep,
there
yep.
you
So
It's Phantom Flight 10.
yes. There's the code Cody just put in 2020, the
Okay.
DroneAdair. Here below that code is actually where I suggest you go register and check out the site. Because here's the actual site itself. Cody, are you putting anything else in? Here's the actual site right here, DroneAdair. Like I said, if you don't use our affiliate site, tell them you found them through those guys' aerial anyway.
Yep,
But there's
absolutely.
the 2020 code for a discount if you decide to register.
Mhm.
And there's the registration page. If you don't decide to register, I mean, don't decide to check out DroneAdair, go there and register, look around their website.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Make sure you check it out. It might be
I'm thinking I'm on camera and stuff.
yeah, you like to share a lot.
I
There you
appreciate
go.
it, guys.
Sorry about that.
And I put your guys' link in there too, right above, two messages right above
Okay.
that code. So, you know, if you guys can get to that as well with the registration page. And yeah, it's been great hanging out with you guys. It's
I
important.
subscribed as well to DroneAdair. Yes, I did put your YouTube in there as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
I got your YouTube, Stevie.
Trying to
And
build that up.
out there, check this site out. We are using it and still learning and stuff. You know, it's made a lot of
And
things easy.
it's all a work in progress right now for us. You know, everything is
Yes, yes. We have our hands in a lot of pots right now. Seriously.
Hey, not a bad thing, right?
No, no, it's not.
all
It's not. I'm gonna keep stirring until I run out of spoons.
or till your hands get tired, right? One of the two.
Even then, I just come up. You saw the commercial. You're not in New York. They have a lottery commercial here where a guy builds these arms onto himself.
Nice.
It's a funny commercial.
It's like Go Gadget, where he's just like
Yeah,
your arms to go wherever.
exactly. But we have our hands in a lot of pots, Cody.
Nice.
Cody, we appreciate you much. We have
Yeah.
like 4 minutes left
oh
to the
yeah.
live stream. Is there anything? What are you doing? What are you doing personally? What's happening in your world other than DroneAdair?
Personally, yeah. I mean, just I'm a big golfer, so I was just down in Myrtle Beach a few weeks ago. I was on a workcation. I got to fly 5 golf courses and play 3 rounds with some buddies. So,
Okay.
you know, that's what I've done recently, which was fun.
Okay.
Anytime I can mix golf and drones, I'm a happy man.
Well, see, I'm trying to, I taught myself how to play, but I'm trying to get back to the point where I can play more than watch it on TV.
Yeah, right. It
I'm
is
I'm working towards that. Seriously. I really do like to play.
I've been playing it my whole life. It's
Oh, see, you're lucky.
I love the sport. It's fantastic. It's just it's become like super popular now though. It's like crazy how
Really?
fast it's blown up. I mean not fast, but like I feel like in the last like 5 years, like YouTube golf and like people have just really started to play. I think it was a lot during the pandemic too, of like people
It
wanted
was a
to like
great sport to
afterwards
play
get
during the
out.
pandemic. It was a great sport to play during the
Yeah,
pandemic.
because
You
you're
had your
outside,
golf
right? It's like
cart.
it's the only one you could play unless you were wanted to go shoot hoops or something outside or find a court that, you know, was doing that. But I had a ruptured Achilles
Oh,
a
wow.
year and a half ago. So I'm still working out the new swing with without the
See,
leg.
see, Mark agrees. Golf and drone sounds like an adrenaline rush. Trust me, Mark. When you can fly drones and then talk about flying drones while you're playing golf, yes.
Sounds
That's
fantastic.
total utopia for me.
Sounds
I'm working towards that. I haven't been able to do it. I've been able to play golf for a few years, but I was actually looking at a golf set, a set of clubs recently. So that's a good sign.
Nice. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, let me know if you need any or if you make it towards the Midwest and you know, we got some crazy good golf in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Um
Up in Wisconsin?
yep,
Okay.
just west of Milwaukee, about a half hour.
Hmm. All right, well, guys, it's that time. If you got anything to say before we get out of here, it's time to do it.
Okay.
Anything you want to say, Cody? First, I'd like to say thank you for coming on, talking about DroneAdair. We might ask you to do it again in the near future.
Cody, I will say anything, anytime you got any updates or anything for DroneAdair, you got a platform here, you can speak on it, we can talk.
Mhm.
I really appreciate you
When
coming
you
on.
when you get
sharing
to
this with
enterprise
us.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I
Um,
really appreciate you coming on and sharing this with the guys in the community. I'm hoping that it helps some of them and they'd be able to take advantage of the platform. We took advantage of it, and then we'll see the growth that it has.
I
Good expectations for it.
I appreciate it, man, and thank you both for having me on and the connection and being a supporter of it because that's what we're trying to do, help as many drone pilots as we can. So thanks again for having me on. It's been a pleasure and yeah, well let's reconnect at towards middle to end of this year and we can do an update and do an enterprise
That
one.
would be nice.
Yeah,
Everybody could do an update. That would be good.
that'd be awesome. I'll keep watching your videos now. But this is 242 guys. That's impressive. Congrats
Yeah,
on that.
we've been around.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. We've been around a little bit.
No, that's
We've
fantastic.
been
That's awesome.
we've been around a little bit.
That's consistency right there.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Everything,
yeah, I
consistency.
guess so. There's a few other live streams on tonight, guys. I think that uh Johnny and I'm supposed to, or Captain Ray was supposed to start up in a few.
Johnny Dronefly and Captain Ray. Yes.
Yeah, I think they're on tonight, but
Yes, please go ahead.
yeah, for you guys that want to go and check those guys out, that's the next stream on tonight. After that, there's a few others on. I'm not sure who's coming on, but with that being said, guys, make sure you guys get out and fly. And what is it, Lawrence? Fly what?
Be safe, fly safer.
All right, and with that, we'll see you next time with
With
those
those guys.
guys. Good night, everyone.
Love it. See you, everybody.